Hi, and welcome to the Marijuana Market Update for the week ending June 5th, 2020. I am Matt Badiali, your host. Hope you guys are having a great week. Hey, if you're new to this presentation, don't forget to like and subscribe in the box below. We do this every week, kind of keep you updated on the real financial side of the marijuana market. Today, we're going to talk about the big six, as I like to think of them, cannabis companies that are traded on the US market. Canopy Growth, Cronos, Aphria, Aurora Cannabis, IIPR, which is Innovative Industrial Properties, and GW Pharmaceuticals. These guys have not had a great 2020. As you can see, I'm going to throw this chart up real quick. Canopy has fallen 22% year to date. Cronos is down 14%. Aphria and Aurora are down 14 and 45% respectively. For the year, the two stocks that have done the best are GW Pharmaceutical and Innovative Industrial Properties. Now, what do those two companies have in common, or what makes them different from all the other ones? Is GW Pharmaceuticals is actually in the medical cannabis space. These guys are making products to help with pain, so that they're not making tinctures and ointments and stuff. They're actually making medicine. And Innovative Industrial Properties doesn't grow cannabis; they facilitate the growth. So these guys rent properties that are turnkey. So if you wanted to become a marijuana grower, you could rent one of their properties and have the HVAC is already installed, the electrical system's already upgraded so that you can plug your lights in. It's amazing to me how few people understand what it takes to grow cannabis indoors. It's really difficult. It takes a lot of work to upgrade a property. You can't just go out and do it. And so when you go and see one of these indoor grows firsthand, it's really impressive. And you realize just how capital intensive it is, which is why so many of these small growers either fail or they can't turn a profit. So those two companies kind of stand out to me as kind of unique individuals. And many of you have written in to ask me about GW Pharmaceuticals. Medical marijuana is kind of being pushed to the side by recreational use. I think that it has a lot of applications. And I certainly like GW Pharmaceutical. They turned in their first quarter, and it was the best quarter they've had. Highest top line revenue. They're not profitable yet, but they lost the least amount of money that they've had since inception. So that's pretty good. And I like the kind of the outlook for this quarter. So let's look at it now. Let's look at the last 3 months. So kind of March 1st to June 1st. How are these stocks holding up? We've had the pandemic. We are in the process of, in the US anyway, massive layoffs. Lots of people are unemployed, and these shares actually have turned around. So let's throw this chart up. And if you look, Canopy Growth is down only 12% over that period. Cronos Group, GW Pharmaceuticals, and Aphria are the winners now. So these guys, GW is up 26%, so they've continued to improve on their full year. Cronos Group is up 9% over the last 3 months, and Aphria is up 28%. The big change that many of you will jump on right away is that while Aurora is down 45% for the year, they're only down 13% since the beginning of March. And IIPR, Innovative Industrial Properties, is down 8% over the last 3 months. So this kind of reflects, I think, a relaxation in fear. So we're seeing these stocks that a lot of people dumped in the beginning, the people are coming back to them now. Investors are coming back to them now. At the same time, I think we saw some profit taking on IIPR over the last 3 months. Which is why its shares have come off a bit. That to me is a buying opportunity. So Innovative Industrial Properties is one of my favorite companies. There was some backlash on them that we covered in a previous marijuana market update where there was a short squeeze. This really terribly written piece came out about bad things. It was mostly adjectives, very few facts, very few nouns. And it was designed to elicit an emotion in you to get you to sell your shares, and that way the short sellers profited. And I think it worked to some extent. Like I said, I think this is a great company. I think it's really well run. I think it's a unique kind of approach to the cannabis space, and I'm a huge fan of IIPR. So I use this kind of as an entry point. So if you're not in them yet, this would be one I would be looking at very closely. So GW Pharmaceuticals is the big winner. So for those of you who are asking me more about them, I can go into more detail on them. Send me a note, leave a comment in the section below. If you want more detail on GW, I may just have to do a whole update on them. But with that, I'm going to wrap up. This is Matt Badiali for your marijuana market update for the week ending June 5th, 2020. Have a great week. Leave me a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.